Good afternoon. Welcome to Midcap Radar. I'm Reema Tendulkar. With me, Sonal Bhutra, and these are the top stories that we're tracking at 1:30. Stocks push higher after a strong close on Tuesday. Metals, IT lead the gains, while realty and utilities drag.
Delta Corp records a soft performance in what is a traditionally strong third quarter. Earnings disappoint on a higher base. The management tells CNBC-TV18 it will be a few quarters before the online gaming business is profitable, while Shalby also falls on a mixed set of quarter 3 earnings.
New order wins boost stocks. RBNL gains after it's declared the lowest bidder for different phases of Surat and Ahmedabad metro rail projects. Salazar Technology gains 4% after it bags orders worth 143 crore rupees from Nepal Electricity Authority.
Metro Brands gains today after reporting good revenue growth in quarter 3 with stable margins. Management tells CNBC-TV18 they are comfortable with guided range of 55 to 57% gross margins and expect it to hit 250 store opening in the next 3 years.
Well, for the benchmark indices, we're currently up close to about 115 points in the Nifty. On the Sensex, it's up 400 points plus. The Nifty has been steady over the last 2 hours, but the midcaps continue to gain ground. So pull up the midcap index and you would see that we are pretty much at the high point of the day. The advanced decline ratio holding steady. Once again, it's the HDFC twins batting for the Bulls. HDFC Bank is up 1.7% today. Yesterday as well, the stock was higher in trade, gaining close to about 1%. So that's a pocket of strength. IT continues to be higher for the 6th consecutive day now. And of course, the top sectoral gainer are the metals, right? Tata Steel, Hindalco moving up, and CLSA was also very bullish.
Yes, that's correct. And today, we are talking about PSU banking names as well. While you spoke about the fact that it is the top gainer, PSU banks, they continue their downfall, and it has been one of the biggest gainers last year. But for last couple of days, we are seeing that it has come in for some profit taking. The mid-cap side of things looking good, 165 points higher. The mid-cap index has been underperforming the benchmark for a bit, but now that's not the case. So advanced decline ratio comfortably in the favor of advances, and the index is actually at the day's high. So let's take this theme forward, and this is our segment Mid-Cap Movers. We have Vivek to take us through the mid-caps that are moving around in trade. Vivek.
Well, good afternoon. Today while we were looking and screening for the stocks, we actually saw quite a few stocks hitting the fresh 52-week high. Some volume action too is back as far as the entire mid-cap space is concerned. Some interesting names today at fresh 52-week high. Mid-cap metal stocks today, actually have managed, and especially these two names have been on a tear in the recent past. So both Nelco as well as JTL Industries today doing very well in the session. Few stocks, that on the back of news flow that are doing very well in today's trading session. Polyplex Corporation, news agencies have reported that this particular stock, this particular company's overseas subsidiary may be sold. On the back of that, even the Indian arm today is moving up on very high volumes. Sundaram Fasteners on the back of an EV order win today is moving higher in the session as well. Some stocks that are moving higher on very strong volumes. TVS Electronics today on very strong volumes, up over 11%. Mirza International seeing some rub-off effect after peer reported strong earnings. MTNL as well as Chestile continues its up move after the strong results. On the other hand, some of the stocks today that are seeing a bit of weakness. Star Health, Bank of India continues its down move after yesterday's result declaration. Nykaa as well as Delivery, both of these new age names continue to see selling pressure.
Thank you very much for that. Let's invite Rahul Sharma of Equity 99 Advisors on the show now. Rahul, up for the second day in a row. Do you think markets have the strength to push higher and conquer that 18,250 mark, which previously acted as a bit of a resistance for us?
Good afternoon, Reema. See, overall, Nifty today has shown good session and good moves, but also it is resisting the upside hurdle of 18,200 levels. Until the time we don't get closing above 18,200, we will not be able to see fresh longs on the Nifty with confidence. The gains which have been made today may fizzle out as profit booking might take place on the higher ends. So it is likely to stay within the range of 18,200 on the upside, 18,000 on the mid side, and 17,800 on the lower side. Speaking about Bank Nifty, 42,500 is still looking like a strong resistance level. It is somehow looking not so strong as compared to Nifty. And on the downside, it has strong support at 42,230 to be very precise on the immediate basis, and 42,000 levels as a bigger support zone. So overall, I'm only looking out for the stock-specific action and avoiding index strategies for now, as market may behave more volatile and shall remain in a range.
Okay, so stock-specific strategy because markets could be volatile in the near term. In that case, what is your stock-specific strategy, Rahul? What are your technical bets?
So, Sonal, first bet is Usha Martin Limited. As metals are strong, this mid-cap company, which belongs to a small steel segment, looks very promising on technical charts. Right now, it is trading near 192, 193 levels. There's a classic flag and pole formation on daily charts. It is breakout ready. Volumes have been improving, and all time frames, our technical charts are positive and trading above all important moving averages. So the target levels for Usha Martin Limited would be 205 to 210, and stop loss should be placed at 185 levels for Usha Martin. Second selection is from the sugar. Balrampur Chini is my selection, which is trading around 401 and 2. See, wonderful chart pattern for Balrampur Chini. It can give huge breakout as soon as it crosses 406 or 400 levels. A small curve is giving a rounding bottom formation. And if you stretch out the charts, the daily charts, you may see an inverted head and shoulder pattern as well. So overall, this is looking good and a strong bet at this current market levels. So Balrampur Chini will be is set with the target of 430, and stop loss will be placed at 390 levels.
Thank you very much for that. Get into a break. As we do that, here is an important piece of information for all our viewers. Don't miss out on the 19 must-have stocks for 2023. Subscribe to Money Control Pro to get the full list.
आग को फैलने से रोकना मुश्किल है, पर नामुमकिन नहीं। अब फायरवॉल टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम आग से बचाए।
Papa, we should make some copies of our house keys.
Okay.
We'll keep one at the grocery store, then one at the railway station, one outside in the garden, and yeah, one under the doormat.
Are you feeling all right? Inviting thieves to rob the house?
That's exactly what you're doing.
What?
What is this?
My trading account, Pop.
Password or an invitation to wipe out your account. Papa, password secure, asset secure.
You haven't read it, no?
I've memorized it also.
You will forget. Write it down somewhere.
Papa.
सोच कर समझ कर इन्वेस्ट कर।
When timeless European design meets cutting-edge technology, it's QO. QO, European bath lounges.
Suresh. Yes, brother. Please take care of it, huh?
Sure, I'll do it.
Really? You're concerned for it even if you're going to the village for just 2 days. But you never think about us this way.
Everything will be fine. My Rickshaw Union Group has taken LIC's Group Micro-Term Assurance Plan. Papa! Wow! Now, no matter what, my family will keep moving forward.
Get LIC's Group Micro-Term Assurance Plan. Keep your family secure.
पुत्र वीर कमाल दिखा अपना, कभी टेबल बन जाता है तो कभी अलमारी। वीर MDF आम प्लाईवुड से ज्यादा मजबूत, ज्यादा किफायती, दिखे चकाचक, दिखे टकाटक।
Dear employees, we are here to help you save tax. Please submit investment proofs on time. Have you invested in ELSS funds? It could be an efficient, low lock-in, smart solution. Invest in ELSS funds. From 133 years of global experience, Nippon India Mutual Fund. Wealth sets you free. Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.
Listen, thanks to your big brother to suggest me the Bob World app. There is so many rewards and cashback too.
In films, they said it right. You feel so bad when your best friend passed the exam and you don't. And he acted on your brother's suggestion. But what about you? It's so easy to open the savings account. You can do it even before the train comes. It's that easy on Bob World.
Hey bro, listen to me once.
We listen to your inner voice because we live in your world.
अपने घर और कमर्शियल स्पेसेस को बनाइए अल्ट्रा मॉडर्न, इनोवेटिव, इको फ्रेंडली with quick installation. All this at the one-stop destination, Europratik.
Everything we know. everything we love might well be at risk. The time for action is now. Together, we can be champions. Champions for sustainability, for each other, for the earth.
Welcome back. Well, the mid-cap side of things doing well. So a couple of stocks which are at the day's high. We have Ashok Leyland, which is doing well, has received some orders for supply of buses. So that stock has surged to the day's high. Mid-cap index too is at the day's high as we speak. We also have other names like Z Entertainment. That stock should also be on your radar. So that stock is higher by 0.8%. Other than that, watching out for GMR Airports. So that stock also higher in trade today. It's up around 1%. So that too at the day's high. On the flip side, we have Nykaa. We have been talking about that stock at a fresh low. Today as well, it's seeing cuts of around 3%. So 129, that's the price in Nykaa. Continues its down move and is at a record low as well. But let's talk about some gainers now. This is our special segment, Midcap Spotlight. I'm focusing on a midcap stock that is reacting to Q3 earnings. And this is Sri Pushkar Chemicals and Fertilizers. Weak set of numbers, and that's the reason we have seen such a sharp fall in the stock price as well. It's down around 6% since the open. And overall, while the revenues did see an increase of 12% on a YOY basis, they declined on a quarter-on-quarter basis. So revenues up 13% on a YOY basis. Gross margins declined 500 basis points. EBITDA was down 29%. Margins decline or almost 700 basis points, leading to a profit decline of 59%. Not only YOY, in a quarter-on-quarter basis, it was a decline. So revenues declined for the company by 15% and margins came in lower by 60 basis points. Total volumes for the company, including the chemicals and fertilizer segment, were down 11%. That's on consolidated basis, out of which chemicals did see an increase of 30%, but fertilizer, which is the bulk of volumes, came in lower by 13%. The company is a manufacturer of a number of products, mainly into dyes and intermediaries. So it manufactures dye stuff, dye intermediaries, fertilizer, sulfuric acid, chlorosulfonic acid. So a whole host of products, and margin pressure is something which the street definitely did not like, and the stock is lower by 6% in trade, Reema.
Okay, interesting one there. On the flip side, Landmark Cars is buzzing in trade. It's gained close to 5%. The company has reported a 41% growth in revenues in its 9-month FY23 business update. Sonia is here with the details. Sonia?
Well, thanks a lot for that. As you rightly pointed out, Landmark Cars, which is in the business of its premium luxury auto dealers, now it's one of the largest dealerships in the country, and the numbers are looking very good. They've given an update for the 9 months of this fiscal, and the total growth, the revenue growth that they've seen is very strong, in excess of 41%. They say that there are multiple tailwinds in the business. One, income levels have gone up. Second, there is a rising preference for luxury cars. There are new model launches by the OEMs, and the preference is now leaning towards luxury automobile ownership, as I mentioned. The total revenues from operations are up 41% year-on-year at 3,384 crores. Vehicle sales have gone up by 44%, while after-sales service and spare parts are up by almost 30% or so. The company has also opened 3 new outlets of the Baidi brand in Delhi NCR as well as in Mumbai, and 2 new outlets of the Jeep brand, and they've also given an update on what they did with the IPO proceeds. 138 crores of the IPO proceeds have been used to repay their working capital loan. So positive business update coming through. Very strong revenue growth, and the stock is well in the green this afternoon.
All right, Sonia, thank you so much for that. That's about Landmark Cars. Moving on, PSP Projects. On the flip side, it's declining in trade today, posted a subdued set of Q3 numbers. Vivek is joining us to give us more details on this one, though the stock has seen a recovery. Vivek?
Well, absolutely right. So, the initial reaction as far as the numbers were concerned was that the stock did see quite a bit of a sharp sell-off. But, a couple of things to keep in mind, as the internals do come out, we'll get some more details there. But when you're talking about the numbers themselves, revenues higher by close to 3%, coming in close to the 500 crore mark. This is on a year-on-year basis. EBITDA coming up almost 18.5%, coming in closer to the 61.7 crore mark, and EBITDA margins on a year-on-year basis declining quite significantly, almost a 300 basis point hit. On the back of that, profitability too has gone down almost 29% on a year-on-year basis. But a few things to keep in mind, something that we've been highlighting even in our interactions with the management. Earlier, at the end of Q2, the management had actually said, and the company had actually said, that they were expecting an order inflow of close to 2,500 crore in FY23. However, after the very strong ordering activity and the orders that they won, the management in an interaction with us said that they now expect an order inflow guidance that they raised to almost 4,000 crore. So this is something that, the market is taking quite a bit of heart from, and it'll be interesting to see, post some more details come in after the con call, what exactly is the final target that the management is keeping in terms of the order inflow guidance and also the reason for the margin decline.
Okay, all right, Vivek, thank you so much for that. That's PSP Projects. For now, we'll slip into another break. We have a lot of stocks moving around in broader markets. We'll cover all of them after this short break. Stay tuned.
आग को फैलने से रोकना मुश्किल है, पर नामुमकिन नहीं। अब फायरवॉल टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम आग से बचाए।
मेरे पास सेलो है, गर्मा गर्म चाय।
सेलो वैक्यूम स्टील की थर्मोसील टेक्नोलॉजी रखे गर्म को गर्म और ठंडे को ठंडा 24 घंटे। सेलो वैक्यूम स्टील फ्लास्क।
Dear employees, we are here to help you save tax. Please submit investment proofs on time. Have you invested in ELSS funds? It could be an efficient, low lock-in, smart solution. Invest in ELSS funds. From 133 years of global experience, Nippon India Mutual Fund. Wealth sets you free. Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.
When our big boss was MD, he used to take care of us.
And our Prince Sahab is busy ensuring his family. Oh, big boss, you?
He's busy obtaining term insurance for his family. After all, office is also our family. Am I right?
Let's close the deal.
Thank you.
Verma ji, will you have tea with this prince?
LIC's Group Term Assurance Plan takes care of your office family.
Overall, the group has in excess of 20,000 professionals, and we are in discussions to expand our footprint strongly in the state, as the group is also looking at a lot of new areas of growth across multiple new age sectors. I want to thank the government for the constant support we receive, a proactive engagement, and policies that will promote a high growth rate for businesses and as a result for the state.
आदित्य बिरला ग्रुप का मध्य प्रदेश से बहुत पुराना नाता है। यह प्रदेश हमारी जन्मभूमि ना सही, हमारी कर्मभूमि हमेशा से रही है। आप सभी को शायद मालूम होगा कि हमारी फ्लैगशिप कंपनी ग्रासिम की नींव नागदा में रखी गई और आज हमारे ग्रुप के 7 बिजनेसेस मध्य प्रदेश की शान हैं। प्रदेश भर में 25,000 से ज़्यादा लोग हमारे परिवार का हिस्सा हैं। आदित्य बिरला ग्रुप का कुल इन्वेस्टमेंट वैल्यू 60,000 करोड़ की राशि को पार कर चुका है। आज एमपी एक नए जोश से नए संकल्प ले रहा है और मुझे ये कहते हुए बहुत बहुत खुशी और गर्व है कि आदित्य बिरला ग्रुप अपनी समस्त ऊर्जा और उत्साह से इस प्रदेश, इसकी लीडरशिप माननीय शिवराज सिंह जी और इसके जन जन के साथ हर कदम साथ चलेगा। धन्यवाद।
When timeless European design meets cutting-edge technology, it's QO. QO, European Bath Lounges.
Welcome back. L&T is one of the big movers today. In fact, in percentage terms, it's the second biggest percentage mover since the beginning of the year, having rallied 7.5% year to date. That's 2023 so far. Today, look at the way the stock has moved up close to about 2%, 50% rally from the June lows. Typically in budget, you tend to see a lot of spend on infrastructure, on capex, and L&T is that big diversified play on India's capex theme, and you can see a lot of buying coming through. Perhaps it's pre-budget buying as well. Apart from that, you can also on these new age tech companies. Yesterday they were all under pressure, but today something like Zomato has rebounded. But on the flip side, Nykaa continues to trade with weakness. And we were talking about the metal space and how in the large cap it's your Hindalco and Tata Steel which are higher in trade. Outside of that, on the mid-cap end or non-Nifty large cap names, you've got SAIL and Vedanta doing quite well in trade. Another one that we're tracking is Dream Folks. That's up in trade. Equirus has initiated coverage on the stock with a potential upside of 30%. Surbi joins in for more. Surbi.
Hi, thanks for that. So Dreamfolks is in focus today, and that is because Equirus has initiated coverage on the company with a target price of 506. That gives it a potential upside of over 30%. Dreamfolks is India's largest airport service aggregator platform. They have access to 60 lounges which are currently operational, of which they have 22% exclusive airport lounge access. The company has 68% share in the lounge access volumes of India. Equirus says that the company is in a sweet spot to capitalize market's huge untapped potential coming from both air passenger growth and also from increased credit card penetration. They expect the air passenger to grow 9 times by calendar year 2040 and the Indian credit card market to grow 28 times by calendar year 2040. The company has an asset-light model. They require minimal capex to grow. They also have very little debt and low working capital requirements. With all of this working in favor of the company, Equirus expects their revenue to grow 55% and PAT to grow at 76% CAGR in the next 3 years. They value the company at 22 times FY25 price to earnings ratio.
Okay, that is Dreamfolks Services. Surbi, thank you for that. But hold on, Sundaram Fasteners is also up in trade today. It bagged an EV order worth $250 million from global automobile manufacturer. Surbi, tell us more about this one.
So Sundaram Fasteners is in focus today, and that is because they have received an EV order worth $250 million, that is close to 2,000 crores. This is from a global automobile manufacturer for supply of sub-assemblies for its electric vehicle platform. The assemblies will be used in mid-sized trucks, SUVs and sedans. This is going to be a 6-year-long purchase agreement. The planned capex for this is going to be 200 crores. The company expects annual peak sales of $52 million, that is close to 425 crores by FY26. They will be supplying 1.5 million drive unit sub-assemblies per year. In Q2, the management said that they are expected to grow faster than the industry for FY23. They expect the UK subsidiary to do well on the back of better utilizations and upward price revisions for certain clients. And they also maintain their long-term goal of achieving a quarterly run rate of 2,000 crores by FY25.
Okay, thank you very much for that. We're also looking at Persistent because it reports numbers later today. Now remember, this stock trades at valuation multiples higher than peers. FY24, Persistent is trading at 27.5 times higher than what TCS and Infosys are reporting. Secondly, after many quarters, this quarter, the revenue growth numbers will be pure organic. Over the last many quarters, when the company has reported an 11, 9% kind of growth rates, it's boosted by acquisitions. This and the next quarter will purely be the organic growth, organic growth for the company, which explains why you would see a drop-off in the growth rate. So, for instance, in the prior quarter, the revenue growth rate for the company was 6%. Before that, it was close to about 11%. Also, very importantly, Persistent has a very high exposure to the high-tech vertical. Nearly 50% of its revenues comes in from the high-tech vertical, and another 30% comes in from the BFSI vertical. And these are the two sectors where peers have called out higher furloughs, right? Your high-tech is basically companies like Apple. Now, Apple has been hit. They've been bringing down production due to supply constraints, etc. So when you are bringing down production, you will go for a maintenance shutdown, which will be longer than what you would normally have in the December quarters due to holidays. So high-tech and BFSI contribution for Persistent comes to about 80% of their overall revenue. Is that going to impact them? Is that going to slow them down? And so therefore, the street is just saying that this is the vulnerable point when it comes to Persistent. Per se, as a stock, in the last 1 year, it's down 8%. So it's outperformed the Nifty IT index, which is down 22%. And the reason it's outperformed is because of very strong growth rates over the last couple of quarters. From its lifetime high, it's down 20%. But as I said, watch out for BFSI and high-tech verticals.
Yes, so management commentary on that one will be keenly watched. Reema, thank you so much for explaining that to us. And with that, we'll take your leave on this edition of Midcap Radar, your stocks when we return.